As we move into 2025, let us make it a point to respect personal boundaries. Let's treat others with the dignity and respect that we expect for ourselves. We must also confront the internal divisions that continue to plague our society. Caste-based discrimination, religious intolerance, and regional animosities, there are barriers to the unity and progress that we so desperately need. Indian society often voices concerns about facing racism abroad, highlighting instances of prejudice and discrimination. However, we must acknowledge a harsh truth. We perpetuate a similar form of discrimination within our own borders to the caste system. The caste-based hierarchy, it entrenched for centuries. It operates as a social evil that divides our people and undermines the very value of equality and justice we claim to uphold. If we do not address this internal flaw, how can we credibly advocate for fairness and equality on the global stage? The problem doesn't stop at caste. Religious intolerance and regional animosities, they also act as barriers to the unity and progress we so desperately need. These divisions fracture our society, making us weaker as a nation. While these issues are deep-rooted, history teaches us that no challenges are insurmountable if tackled with determination and collectivity. What is required is a sincere effort to confront these prejudices, dismantle age-old stereotypes, and foster an inclusive mindset. The real challenge lies in bridging these divides and creating a society where every individual feels valued regardless of their caste, religion, or nation. A society that celebrates its diversity rather than letting it become a source of discord. Inclusivity doesn't mean erasing our differences. It means embracing them as strengths that enrich our collective identity. In 2025, let us resolve to be the change makers. Let us work to create an India where the dignity of every individual is equal, whether they are from the north or they from the south, a majority or minority, whatever the community they are they from an upper caste or lower caste, then equality is for all. Our diversity is a treasure, not a liability. When we come together as one, united by respect and shared vision for progress, there is no limit to what we can achieve. Imagine an India where every child, irrespective of their background, has access to the same opportunity. Where no one is judged by their last name, the wrong ways they speak, or the state they come from. This is not just a dream, but a possibility within our reach, provided we commit ourselves to making it a reality. In a world that is increasingly interconnected, a united and inclusive India will not only stand tall, but also command respect and admiration on the global stage. When we lead by example, demonstrating that we have overcome our internal divisions, we gain the moral authority to address global issues like racism and inequality. In 2025, let us strive to be that India, a beacon of unity, a beacon of equality, and a beacon of progress for the world to follow. Sanitation and hygiene are the issues that have plagued India for years. And while there has been progress, we are far from where we need to be. Open defecation, inadequate sanitation facilities, and poor hygiene conditions, they still persist in many parts of the country. This harms not just our health, but also our dignity as a nation. One of the most glaring issues tarnishing India's image, both locally and globally, the habit of open defecation and spitting in the public spaces. While significant strides have been made to tackle open defecation through initiatives like Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, the persistence of these practices highlights the need for a deeper cultural and behavioral shift. Such actions not only pollute the environment but also project a negative image of India as unhygienic and lacking civic discipline. Spitting on roads, spitting on walls, and spitting on public transport, it spreads diseases and defaces of cities. While open defecation continues to compromise health and dignity, especially for women and children. Gender inequality is not just about ensuring women's rights to education and employment. It's about creating a society. It's about creating a society where both men and women are equal partners in shaping the future. Patriarchy dictates rigid gender roles that limit both men and women, stifling creativity, ambition, and progress. As we step into 2025, let us resolve to break free from these unhygienic practices by promoting awareness, installing sufficient public sanitation facilities, and installing a sense of civic pride in every citizen. A clean and hygienic India is not just about infrastructure. It is about respecting our shared spaces, protecting public health, and building a nation we can proudly showcase to the world. The change we see begins with us. Let us not be afraid of criticism, but instead use it as a mirror that reflects areas we can grow. Let us not look at the challenges we face as obstacles, but as opportunities to demonstrate the strength and resilience of the Indian spirit. In spite of all these, our country is a prideful people. A nation that has achieved greatness through resilience, intellect, and heart. India, our incredible country, is truly a gem on the global stage. I want to take a moment to highlight just a few of the reasons why India is so extraordinary, why it is revered, why it is respected, and why it is loved by people across the globe. First, let's talk about our place in the world. We have established ourselves as a nation that doesn't just follow trends, but sets the trends. Whether it's the G20, the United Nations, or the top summit, India's voice is heard, India's voice is respected and eagerly anticipated. It's a testament to the recognition of India's growing influence and commitment to shaping the global future. And when we talk about achievements, how can we ignore the incredible feats of our space agents? ISRO. India boasts one of the top space agencies in the world, known for its innovation, efficiency, and cost effectiveness. But let us not forget our cultural heritage. India's culture, India's traditions, India's history, and the art, they are endless source of fascination. India has the fourth strongest army in the world because we are a nation that values peace, but we are also prepared to defend our values, our sovereignty, and our people when necessary. We are home to some of the most beautiful languages in the world, each with its own rhythm, poetry, and charm. From Hindi to Tamil, from Sanskrit to Telugu, Indian languages are a reflection of its rich cultural diversity and historical depth. Each language tells a story, and each story is part of India's magnificent narrative. In all these areas, whether it's space, intellect, diplomacy, culture, military might, or peacekeeping, India has made its mark. And it continues to do so. But the most important point I want to leave with you today is this. India is not just loved by the world because of its achievements, but because of its values, It is a nation that has always held on to its dignity, its respect for diversity, and its commitment to progress. India may not be perfect, but its spirit is unstoppable. But its spirit is unstoppable. India is great not just because of what we have accomplished, but because of the promise that we hold. We are a nation that is capable of achieving anything, a nation that is not just a part of the world, but a leader on the global stage. In 2025, let us resolve to build an India that commands respect, not through words, but through our actions. An India where women walk freely, an India where women walk freely, where personal space is respected, and where every individual, regardless of their background, they are given the opportunity to thrive. Together, let us work towards a nation we can all be proud of. A nation that truly lives up to its potential. As we step into this new year, history serves as both a guide and a reminder. It tells us that while we cannot control everything, we can shape our responses, our progress, our actions, and our legacy. 2025 is a blank canvas, and the lessons of history are the brushes and colors at our disposal. Let us paint a picture of hope, unity, and progress. Let us enter 2025 with gratitude for the past, determination for the present, and hope for the future. May this year be one where we learn, where we grow, and where we thrive together. Here's to making history, not as mere spectators, but as active participants in creating a better world. Here is a year of transformation, a year of growth, and a year of progress. A very happy new year to each one of you. Thank you so much.